It's a meal in a Mylar bag. Alright everybody, for this freeze-dried recipe, I'm using pork chops, chicken flavored stuffing, cream of chicken soup, can of mushrooms, and 1 onion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this up, all of it. I'll trim the fat off the pork chops. I'm going to cook them in a skillet. No fat, no butter. That's my freeze dryer kicking on. I'll do this to the directions minus the butter. And then I will do cream of chicken soup with, for each can I'll add a can of milk. I'll mix this all together and I'll portion it up separately for freeze drying. And then I will, when I freeze dry, I will bag it up with the pork chop, the soup mix, and the stuffing, so when you rehydrate it, you can mix it all together and you've got a meal. So stay with me. Okay, so these are my pork chops. There's 9 of them. I seasoned them, cut them up. I actually dabbed them with a paper towel after they were cooked, just to get any residual fat off of them, hopefully. These are the stuffing. What we did, and by we, I mean me and my wife, because she's helping. We had an ice cream scoop from, like, I don't know, I think it came over on the Mayflower. And we scooped these. Yeah, see, right there, ice cream scoop, 100 years old probably. That was her hand. We just scooped these, and we've got 9 scoops, and we got 2 trays of those, so we'll have 18 of these little balls of stuffing. We just flatten them out so they'll freeze dry quicker. And then what I did is with my onion cream of chicken soup, I have these little, I don't know, what's this, silicone, whatever, I don't know. So there's little ice cube trays, and I've got 43 of those full of the mushroom, onion, cream of chicken soup milk mix. And what we can do is we'll do 1 pork chop, 2 bags of, or 2 bunches of stuffing, and then 4 of these right here, the cream of chicken soup sauce, whatever, in a Mylar bag. And then what we can do is just, you know, take a cup of boiling water, or 2 cups, or a cup and a half. I haven't decided yet. I'll save 1 to reconstitute it, and we'll figure it out from there. And that's a meal in a Mylar bag. So that is, when we're done, we'll have 9 total. I'll do a reconstitution of 1 just to see how it turns out. And so yeah, let's see. This probably cost $3 to make. Pork chops were $7. That was $2 for the stuffing. So what was that? 3, 10. So let's say $15, and we got 8 meals. So I'm gonna pop these in the freezer, and then when they come out of the freeze dryer, I will bring you back and show it to them. All right, everybody. So we're back. The cream of chicken soup with the mushrooms and the onion are frozen. Everything else is already in the freeze dryer. And then I freeze dried some of my mother's relish that she cans up. I'm going to do a test run on these because this stuff is amazing. Be difficult. So they come out in these little cubes. See? So we're going to do a test run of the relish. And then I've got, let's see, there's 30 and whatever, right? 42 of the, yeah, I got 42 of the soup mix, and they're frozen kind of solid, so I'm just going to run them under warm water real quick. And you just flip them over, and they don't come out as easy as they should. No. There we go. See? It just takes a little bit of time. You just peel them and pull them out. You got to do this kind of quick because you don't want these to fall, but they won't fall that quickly, so you got a decent amount of time. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get all these off. I'm going to go ahead and put everything in the freeze dryer, and I'll bring you back when everything's done. Alright, something you want to do is you want to have, when you have anything that's taller than the tray, you got to make sure you give it space in between the items because of the thickness. Out of everything that's going in this batch, these will be the thing that takes the longest to freeze dry. So you just want to make sure there's a gap. Don't necessarily need to be a big gap, just big enough gap for air to move around. Alright. Alright everybody, the pork chops, stuffing, and cream of chicken soup is done. It took 40 hours. Some of it was added on because of just timing with my schedule. So what I've got laid out here is my plan. Is the way I had it portioned up is I had 9 pork chops, then I had 18 servings of stuffing, and what was it, like, I can't remember, 45 of these or something like that. Alright, so in the process of bagging this stuff up, there's the cubes, there's the stuffing. What I did is I just laid it down, just laid the bag down and crushed it. So that'll open up a lot of, that'll save a lot of space, because they don't need to be in the cube form in storage. Okay. So that's a soup anyways. So, something else, I'll show you. This is the relish. See where there's sugar in the relish, so see where it came out. So we got a half, let's see what this is, a half pint of, it's a half pint, half full of water. So, get the good shot. You can, I don't know, can you see the air bubbles coming out of the, so we'll just set that in there. Alright, let me finish bagging these up and I'll bring you guys back and we'll show you the relish and the bags all finished. Alright everybody, there are the 9 bags of pork chop stuffing mix. I was going to do a reconstitution video, but I came up with another idea. So you'll just have to wait and see a future video for the reconstitution of one of these. But right there's 9 meals, lunches, snacks, whatever you want to call them. Throw them in your bug out bag. They weigh less than 4 ounces and they're super small. So there you go. Alright, and over here, let's go ahead and move this into the sun, is my mother's relish. I dropped the 2 cubes in, stirred it up, cold water. I didn't use hot water, I just used cold water. So, it smells like it. So, let me do a taste test. It doesn't taste exactly the same. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes like a watered down version. But you know what? In a survival situation or some kind of disaster, I wouldn't be complaining. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the reconstitution video that I will film hopefully real soon. And yeah, stay safe out there. Stock up on supplies. Winter's coming. Remember, enjoy the outside.